I had an idea, chat. No idea if this is good, but I wanted to give it a shot. We're gonna give it a shot. So, this deck looks a little weird, and it is a little weird. The idea, here's the idea. So obviously we're playing Hardened Scales, playing the good, just green and red cards, the Elves, Bonecrushers, Fables, that kind of stuff. So our plan, or like our supplemental that we're putting with those green and red cards, is we have a small Scales engine. We have Scales with Quirion Beastcaller, Rishkar, Scavenging Ooze, Ranger class, and then we're trying out 4 copies of this card, which is a card that I actually tried a little bit of this before Dominaria came out. I tried a little bit with this card. It was interesting. Basically, it's a 3/3 haste for 4. So basically, it's almost like a 4/4 haste, because you can put a counter on itself and when it's attacking. So that's like reasonable stats. But when it also deals X to your opponent, where X is the number of modified creatures other than itself. So the fact that it doesn't count itself is a little unfortunate. But like up the curve, you have Scavenging Ooze, Quirion Beastcaller. You can like play this on 3. Maybe you should be playing more Rishkars because of that. But like you have plenty of ways to get counters on stuff the turn before the turn you play this. You could deal like 2 or 3 damage, and just like obviously plays very well with Hardened Scales. I don't know. It's interesting. I want to give it a shot. We'll play a couple leagues and see how it goes. If it bombs, then we'll play something else. But I think the idea of this is cool, and we'll see how it goes. I don't think there's enough counters. We have Beastcaller, Class, Ooze, Rishkar, Raiju, Halana. But, like, I don't want to cut any of these cards. Like, I'm not cutting Fables or Bonecrushers. So, like, what are the non-counter cards we could cut? Maybe the Domries, I guess, but... Like, I guess Domri could be Nissa. I'm just not cutting these cards from my deck. Did I consider Gala Greeters? Nah, I don't like that card. This hand's weird. I'm gonna keep it, though. Not the original. The originals were like $15 more. These were actually pretty cheap. The Battlebond versions, compared to the other ones, at least. Chat, my opponent mulled to 4. I'm very scared. Are we getting Trickery? Come on, man. I'm just trying to have a good time. I'm just over here trying to have a good time. Play my new sweet deck. Oh, man. This is all Spike's fault, man. This is all Spike's fault. Trickery match 1. What if I told you it's Trickery every match? I did play a lot of leagues of it. That's the thing about Trickery. You can fly through leagues like at lightning speed, you know. Just that you can out. There's no skews, which I don't get. Like a lot of the other stuff, though, you play whatever you think would be best. Okay, all right. I think I saw this list when I was combing through the league dumps, but I'll probably end up playing this one. Maybe I'll make a couple changes. Ulamog, cool. Well, I don't have any sideboard cards. Okay, I guess I'll submit and hope that their deck fails. Sure, I'll play first. Sounds good. It's not good enough, but it's good. How long till Trickery is banned, you think? I don't think it's gonna get banned. I think it's, like, super inconsistent. But, I mean, it's obviously shit gameplay, regardless of how consistent it is. It's horrible gameplay. Yeah, you like draw Thoughtseize, draw Spell Pierce, and you just can't lose. Not every deck gets to play those cards. It's all ready to go with my sweet red-green Scales brew, and my opponent's just like, nah, not today. They have an Omniscience. Well, if they don't have a payoff, we have the Boseiju. Please no payoff, please no payoff. Let's go! Let's go. Is there any reason to wait till draw step? Can I get punished? They don't play instants, right? I don't think they play instants. They play Trickery? Yeah, they also... Yeah. They can't Trickery a Boseiju. They have the re-combo? It seems like they don't. I'll pay 2 life to get in with the Llanowar Elves, I think. And the Raiju, and then we can go attack, put a counter on the elf to deal 2 with the Raiju. So this is a lot of damage. I guess it was the same amount of damage. No, this is better. This is better. Yeah, this is better. Okay. Well, shit. We had a chance. We can beat a Tarask, right? They can't attack. They're dead on board if they attack. Yeah, they're just dead. It's almost like somebody said that the Tarask was worse than Ugin the Spirit Dragon. It's almost like somebody said that. You recall anybody saying that recently? Anybody at all, chat? Anybody? No? Alright, fair. Fair. I can't keep 5 land elf scales, right? Yeah, no shot. I mean, I had Boseiju, but... I don't know, man. Whatever. I'm just gonna hope that their deck fails. I can't Magic be like this always. Maybe I should have went to 5, just like looking for a more aggressive hand. I probably should have looked for a more aggressive hand. It kept 4. It's not good. Well, there we go. Didn't need the elf. Had it the whole time. Still probably dead, but... Okay. I'm just gonna play a 4-3. Am I dead? Am I dead? Does their deck just scoop to Weathered Runestone? I don't think Runestone works, right? Because don't they cast the cards from exile? Pretty sure they cast the cards from exile and not from their deck. So I don't think Runestone does anything. But they usually scoop to like a Thoughtseize or a Spell Pierce, yeah. Yeah, but they're not casting a spell from their library. They're casting it from exile. You know what I mean? Well, opponent, you should have went to 4. Or you should have went to 3, excuse me. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, went to 3. This is not quite lethal. Pretty close, but... So now even Ulamog doesn't do it, right? No. Yeah, Ulamog doesn't do it. Ulamog doesn't do it, Emrakul doesn't do it, Tarask doesn't do it. That was the only card, I think. God damn it! Ah! I think we beat every other threat. Unless they drew one of their payoffs. Omniscience, Peer, Tarask. I give them Omniscience, Tarask? Because I can't give them... I'm not giving them Peer Omniscience, right? There's no shot that's happening. And if I give them Tarask Peer, I die. Because they just go dome me and then... Yeah. So I have to give them Tarask Omniscience, I think. Put a card back into their library. This one. So I guess we die if they have, like, the dome shot me for 10 card in hand. Okay. That doesn't kill me. But now they have... Yeah, now they... So they can go kill 2 things, attack, kill something else. Right? Attack, kill this. And I think I have to draw, like, a Rishkar. The Springs also kills them. Okay, so Rishkar or Springs would kill them, or the Raiju. They actually have a decent number of outs. Heal for 1 with Ooze. Oh shit, you're right. Oh, that's so massive. That's so relevant too. Yeah, I should. Oh, fuck, I should have gained a life with Ooze. I just F6'd. Damn it. Yeah, I should have gained a life. I was just F6'd. We're dead. I could have lived 1 more turn, right? If I had gained a life with Ooze, I'm at 11. They go attack with both, eat this, I block here, take 10, go to 1. Alright, so they would have exiled 20 with the Ulamog, so let's go 20 deep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. So those cards would have been gone. And I would have drawn... Scales. Alright, still would have died, but... this hand's good. It's good. Aren't you glad people are trying to make that deck better? No, I'm not. I'm not at all. It's like, I'm not going to play it. And it's horrible gameplay. It's like absolute dog shit. It's so bad. Green, Werewolf Pack Leader. Can't stomp that, unfortunately. But I can go Beastcaller, Scavenging Ooze. Attack for 4. Good start. And then next turn, I can go cast Rishkar, probably counter on the Ooze, counter on this Beastcaller, and just shove. Yeah, I don't think there's any point in killing an elf, because they just have too much mana anyways. So let's just play Rishkar. And then I think make those 2 bigger, which I guess means they're probably just going to trade with Ooze, but I think that's fine. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Jump block. Alright, proceed. I guess hypothetically I could have left up Bonecrusher instead of playing Rishkar. Then I could have went like Stomp plus Activating Combat. I don't know. Okay, I'm actually going to Stomp pre-combat because they're going to float a mana, and then I'm just going to pass priority and force them to cast the Coco. Alright, whatever. It's fine. Skoo's Voice, huh? Skoo's Voice. Something tells me that's not quite gonna do it. So I think we just attack with these 2. I don't think I want to trade the Rishkar for the Voice. Maybe that's fine because I get in a bigger attack, but... Okay. Yeah. So they have a 4/4. Now... yeah, let's go Ranger class. Activate the Ranger class. Go to attacks. Send with these 4, put a counter on the Rishkar. I could attack with the Elf. No, they just eat the Elf for free, right? Yeah. I think. Should be fine. Did I get a countdown kit? What countdown kit? Got Lamb Vindaloo on Monday night. I've had it for the past 3 nights and it's been absolutely kicking my ass. Painful to eat. How could lamb be painful to eat? Lamb is based. Too spicy. Oh, the 30-card secret lair. Yes, I got one. Will hooked me up because they were still available in Europe. So Will was on stream last night and he's like, I was, complaining. I was talking about like the fact that I didn't get to purchase one, and Will, being the goat that he is, was like, "Yo, dog, I could just buy you one." And I'm like, "Yo, dog, you should do that." And then he's like, "Yo, dog, I bought you one." So, shout out to Will, by the way, Will Hall. Will Hall's great. There he is. Shout out to the one and only, the GOAT, Will Hall EXP. Chat, you should go follow Will Hall if you're not already. I don't know why you wouldn't be following Will, but... Alright, our opponent is playing a Celestia Collected Company strategy. What do we want against Celestia Collected Company? He gives away pizza. Alright, Rending Volley, Domri's Ambush. This is probably the cards that I'm looking at. I think the Scavenging Oozes are not ideal. Could also cut the Ranger classes for the Volleys. Maybe Volley is overboarding. They don't have that many white creatures, right? They're probably primarily green. Maybe Volley's not good. I think Veil. What's Veil good against? Maybe Skyclave? Could have Skyclave. Do like 2 Veil, 1 Volley or something. Could try that. Could have Brutal Cathar too. Yeah, this hand's fine. I mean, I need a second red source, but got the turn 2 Hot Springs. Can't mull the turn 2 Hot Springs. Just don't try to get got when you shove in a bunch of counters on a thing. Yeah. Whoa. They're Naya? Oh, how the turns have tabled. Not expect them to be Naya. Naya Coco. I mean, I guess I just play the Hot Spring, right? Like... I could also just play Bonecrusher Giant. Threaten the trade. I might fall too far behind if I don't play Bonecrusher this turn. Yeah, I'm just gonna play Bonecrusher. So I can trade. First time catching you live. It was me in chat. I should play for the Pioneer Rescue that is near me this coming at 20th. Probably Mono Green Devotion. And or Rakdos. Promise Brothers War comes up before that, so I'm gonna get ideas that help beat Greasefang and Mono Green. Well, it depends on what you're playing, right? Kind of depends on what you're playing. Could go Hot Spring Llanowar Elf. Oh, I have to activate this as a sorcery, huh? It's worse. If I just go like Hot Spring Elf, put a counter on this. I'm actually down with that. Can't bring myself to cut ties. Attacking is bad because they just double block. But could Hot Spring Elf and other elf. Yeah, but I'd rather have a 5/4 so I can block the 3/3s. You know? They do have Skyclave. That's less than ideal. Shut up, Ashiok. This is not great for me. Yeah, double white card with no white sources. I'm at 13. The issue is, even if I hold back the Raiju, they can, like, if I go Raiju, put a counter on it, they can just pump the pack leaders. Can I race? I can actually maybe race. I have to get super aggressive here. So I can go here, here, attack with everything, counter here, they go to 18. This is 7 damage. Alright. They're only representing 10, so... What's up, Icy Wolf? Raging counter and an elf attack with the counter elves. Yeah. 2 chump blockers, huh? Shit. That's a lot of stuff. That is a lot of stuff. So I can go Bonecrusher. I mean, can I even play defense here? I have to. I don't know if I have the resources to play defense, but so I think I want to go stomp this, play Bonecrusher, put a counter on it. The other thing that I could do, I could attack with the Raiju. If I attack with the Raiju, put a counter on the elf, they go to 9. Oh, I have to put a counter on the Raiju, actually. And then, if they double block, I can kill an elf. What's up, Daniel? Stomp that, get a 3/3, play Bonecrusher, maybe counter on the 3/3, and then send with the Raiju. 3, 6, 8 toughness, 7, 2 blocks there. This is tough. This is really tough. I don't think I'm dead, but I'll get that in a second, actually. Just let me play this turn. Alright, I'm gonna go here. Go to my calendar. 17th through the 19th. Well, 18th to the 20th. So I go counter here, attack, counter here, dome shot them for 4. I don't have lethal, do I? Counter here, attack with everything, counter untap. I can't attack with this because I can't get both of these haste, but counter here, attack with everything, counter here, that deals 4, they go to 7. They have 3 blockers, they block, no, they're not dead. Okay, so what if I go counter here, yeah, counter here, attack, counter on the illusion, I think, to put them to 7. Yeah, I think I like this. Trade's fine. Alright, we got a song request from Ashiok. Do that. Dude, this album is so good. I listened to this album like 7 times in a row. It's so good. And then we got Aspiring Spike with the 25 months. Yeah, Atlanta is 18th, 19th, and 20th. Thank you for the 25 months, buddy. We got a song request from Daniel from Brazil. Let me get that in the queue. Alright, that one is also in the queue. What's up, Moonshield? Okay, so they have 2 3/3s. So I can actually just chump block with both elves, right? But that's probably just worse than trading. Because they can only pump 1. Yeah, this is just, like, good for me. They can only pump 1. We're at 4. Why didn't they play that pre-combat? Oh, they must have drawn it off the pack leader, right? They had to have drawn it off the pack leader. I think Raiju is lethal. Karplusan Forest is not lethal. 6 cards in hand. I don't think they play haste creatures, right? Pretty sure they don't play haste creatures. Yeah, this whole album is crazy good. Okay, so they go to 3. Okay. So I guess Raiju is not necessarily lethal because it doesn't count itself. So yeah, it's such a good song. Hot Spring's looking decent. Yeah, I was kind of surprised. This card's a lot better than I thought it was. Okay. So not dead to Raiju. Fuck. Needed a spell there. Yeah, they can just activate Ooze 7 times. Yeah, we can't beat that. Alright, game 3. Game 3. Got me. Maybe I want my Scavenging Oozes. I'm actually gonna try that on the play. I don't think these Veils are very good. And just like the games play out as such that we're just like, we just trade off a bunch. And just having Ooze with, you know, a shit ton of mana is kind of broken. This hand's cracked. This is just good red-green cards hand, but... Did they not get the memo that Winota is banned? Maybe not. Yeah, I don't know why they're playing, like, Naya cards. I wonder if they have Fable in their deck. They have Coco. I thought Veil was banned. You thought wrong. Yeah, Coco into Fable. Pack leader Elf, okay. Man, not being able to kill a 3/3 is kind of tough. Not ideal. Happily trade the Bonecrusher and the token for the pack leader, though, if they oblige. If not, I'll probably just play... Okay, this is good for me. So now we can go... Stomp. I probably just stomp twice, right? Yeah, I think I just go double stomp, play an elf. I guess this is kind of a spew with the Beastcaller, but I can go Beastcaller Bonecrusher next turn, so it's not that bad. Another song request from Ashiok. What you got? Some Bury Tomorrow. Bury Tomorrow's Pog. Alright, so no shot they have a Coco in hand, right? I think we go Beastcaller Bonecrusher. I guess it's probably just better to play Fable, right? I don't have good blockers, but that's fine. Can make good blockers next turn. Not a single red card from opponent. I don't know what they're playing red for. They haven't shown us a red card. That's bad. That's not good. A classic. Some Tom Sawyer. Absolute classic. You think it's chained to the rocks? I feel like it's probably just Bonecrusher Giant. Like, my opponent seems like a very, you know, their deck seems like a very good Bonecrusher Giant deck. Alright, I will discard the elf. Tilt. Oddly enough, I don't want this thing to flip. So, I guess I'm just gonna play one Bonecrusher. Yeah. Go. Yeah, we found the red card. They thought this was a red card. Gotta go. Take it easy, JS. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Good God. Yeah, they kind of figured they had Bonecrusher. I feel like we're not winning this game. Yeah, they didn't go into Fable, thankfully. Back with the Bonecrusher. I mean, I guess I'll trade. I'm gonna snipe me at 0-2. What if I drop the leak? They boarded in Redane. Yeah, alright, even. Tough match. Alright, this sounds good. Yeah, nice song request, idiot. Nice song request, Ashiok. I told him he could listen to it if he scooped. That sounds good. Kodama of the West Tree. Oh, yeah, we talked about that. The thing is, like, you don't really have any good ramp payoffs. Like, the curve stops at 4, right? There's not really good ramp payoffs. I guess you could play something like Voracious Hydra, maybe, but I don't know. The song is crazy. It's a really good song. Oh, man. Ashiok is great. How many days will Karn live after Bros and Pioneer? Hopefully not long. Does it actually play Scales? Answer: yes, it does. We just go Scales plus Activate Class, right? Yeah, I think I do that. I think I pump the Elf. No need to expose the Raiju into a Wrath yet. I played Karuga Fires? I have. I was actually planning on playing that deck today until I saw Sam playing it, and I was like, well, if he already played it, do I want to play it? I have it queued up, and I think if we play a second league, if we lose this, we play a second league, and this deck doesn't go well, I'll probably play some Fires. Because I have a slightly different idea for Fires that I wanted to try out. A little bit different than the common version, but we definitely do not have lethal. We have the opposite of lethal, which is not lethal. What if I just attack with Raiju and make a 7/7? Because I get a trigger here and a trigger here. This thing can put counters on itself, right? Yeah. I think I'm just attacking with a 7/7. Holy crap, Caleb D, MTG. Caleb with the massive raid. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome everybody from Caleb's stream. Much appreciated. We're trying to play some, I guess, Gruul Hardened Scales? Pioneer? Hope you had a good stream, buddy. Big shout out. Welcome everybody from Caleb's stream. Thank you. Drafted a Doom Traveler seemed fitting. Nice. How was your stream, Caleb? I assume Caleb was cubing. That's usually what Caleb does. Although I did see your tweet about you built some Gruul, you bought some Gruul cards for Pioneer, so. Yeah, that's an interesting draw. Well, not really, because I'm only getting back a Llanowar Elf. So I think I'm just gonna go to combat. See what Ashiok does. Yeah, I can hold it for Incarnation. Yeah, I'm just gonna send both and make a 7/7 Elf, right? Yeah, I just have two 7/7s. I think I might not play the Beastcaller. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, I can kill the Binding with the trigger on the stack, so I get to keep my creature. It's pretty good. And I will do that. Okay, you get a 2/2. Yeah, trigger on the stack, kill the Binding, so I get to keep my creature. I thought the Hardened Scales was shifting Ceratops, yeah. Well, Caleb falls now. You know, the Yorion with the 2 chains. Yeah, I guess that's true. It's a good point. Maybe I'm supposed to kill the Sacred Foundry, but then I just like lose all my pressure anyways, but yeah, I'm just kind of in a tough spot. I guess I could have done it the other way. Just like blow this up, but then they can just... It's kind of the same thing, right? Where if I let them Leyline Binding me and blow this up, they just get to blink the Binding and then exile this as well, right? It's like... Caleb with the Twitch Prime. Thank you for the Twitch Prime. Much appreciated. Followers only forcing my hand. Well, thank you, Caleb. I appreciate you, buddy. Thanks again for the raid. Thanks again for the Prime sub. Thank you. Yeah, this is a Joel-friendly zone. Yeah, and that's the thing, right? Is if I let the Binding resolve, they can also, again, just Binding the Elf, play the Yorion, blink the Binding, and then exile this, and I'm still in the same exact spot, you know? It's like... Show my Diabolic Intents. Oh yeah, got these in the mail today for our new friends. Got these bad boys in the mail. Look at that. Read them and weep. Worst art possible. Yeah, but it was the cheapest. So. Can I scoop? I can scoop this, right? We're dead. Yeah, definitely pre-banned. No, I paid 25. 4 unplayable cards. That's your opinion. Alright, we're playing against, I guess, Fire's Incarnation. I don't really have anything for this matchup. I think this one's probably going to be a redo. Yeah, I'm just going to run it back. Just take some out of the junk rares of my drafts. Oh, chat. Chat just doesn't know. Still want to know what Ashiok is doing. I'm just playing Enigmatic, right? We'll take a look at the deck list after this and maybe make some changes. I mean, it's been decent, you know. Like we've been doing the thing. It's just the thing that we've been playing against a lot of weird decks too. Like Playing against Naya Coco with like 4 Skyclaves, 4 Brutal Cathars, that's going to be a tough matchup. Incarnation, probably a tough matchup with like the bindings and stuff. So, like haven't had the best pairings either. So that also has probably something to do with it. Ketria Triumph. Ooh, the springs. When the springs are hot. I always feel like the Luminarch Aspirant is the best enabler for it. I tried Green-White Scales, and Green-White also gives you the other 2-drop too, which is pretty good. Like, Green-White is decent, I think. Nice little curve. Deck for 4. Play the Springs next turn. Oh, with Raiju? Yeah. The Naya mana base is terrible. You can't do that kind of stuff. I feel like if you're playing Scales, you can't play a 3rd color. You have to be 2 colors. Because the Scales, like, the Scales deck wants to play Llanowar Elves too, so you always have to have, like, a lot of untapped green, because you're just naturally going to have 12 green 1-drops with Scales and Llanowar Elves, and your mana just doesn't work like that, you know? Another year for the Fastlands, Copium. So play an Elf, put a counter on it, put 2 counters, give it haste. We got a reader, chat. We got a reader. Seven yet. What's this? Omen of the Sea. Grixis draw 2. What do you mean by Grixis draw 2? Like Treasure Cruise of 1 Mind, that kind of stuff? Maybe. Please don't have Verdict. That's also kind of annoying, but maybe beatable. Give me a creature. Give me a Raiju. Raiju would be insane here. Oh, that's pretty good too. Right, because I can stomp them. Yeah, I can go stomp you, play the Bonecrusher. And then put a counter on it. It's not lethal, but it does force the chump block, which is somewhat relevant. Yeah, they go to 4, forces a block. This looks a lot better if we draw Raiju now. Draw 2 payoffs, Ironcrake, Pyromancer, and friends. I feel like Pyromancer is just not quite enough. It's not quite there for Pioneer power level. It's like maybe close, but what do you get from Bro? Or did you play the... What's the enchantment? Is it enchantment called? The one that makes tokens when you draw a second card? I'm assuming you would play that too. Oh yeah, the Alliance. Yeah, the Alliance. I think it's Improbable Alliance. Gloom Shrieker. So get back Deputy, play Deputy, kill the Bonecrusher. Unfortunately, I'm tapped out, so I can't Scooze. Oh, they already played a spell? Oh, they played the Omen. Yeah, okay. Bro gets an Isekai, who also makes 1 with tokens. Oh, yeah, that thing. Sure. I'm on the draw. I want to keep this, but I probably shouldn't. This is, I guess this is better. Kind of want to put back the Hot Springs. Yeah. Because I want to keep both Beastcallers in case I don't draw land. Just go Beastcaller into Beastcaller. Okay. Will we do assembly worker memes with Bro? Probably not. Like, what does an assembly worker deck even look like? No, the Tron is just a side set thing. They're not putting Tron in Pioneer. It's just going to be like fancy versions of Tron lands in the set, but it's not going to be legal in Pioneer. Good thing I didn't play the second one first, huh? I think I have to play Fable here. They put the Tron like assembly workers? What do you mean? Check spoiler page. Why am I checking spoiler page? What is so important at the spoiler page? Yeah, I already looked at all these. Which one? Which one? Skyclave, my Fable, huh? Rude. So I can go Raiju, put a counter on the Fable token. Yeah. Raiju, put a counter on the Fable token. I go to 19. They can double block the Raiju, but then I'll just get the Beastcaller back, I guess. We can play the Scales post-combat. I guess there was no reason to play the Scales there. I could have waited till my turn. Yeah, which spoiler are you referring to, Eccles? I'm not sure which one you're thinking about. Yeah, the Shade's dope. I love the Shade. I'm excited for some, like, mono black... Like, that's the thing about the Shade, though, is the mono black deck kind of already has a lot of stuff to do with its mana. And I don't really know... Like, you have Evolve Sleeper, you have the Shade, you have all these things that, like, want you to do extra stuff with your mana. Awkward spot. They have 2 cards in hand. I think I attack. It feels like the card Hardened Scales isn't too great in our deck. It does some stuff. I'm just gonna play this and pass. Holding lands in case I draw another Fable. I could play a Bonecrusher here. I kind of want to kill the Skyclave. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass. Flesh Gorger for Legacy looks great with Goblin Welder. Flesh Gorger is the black one, right? I think all those cards are pretty powerful. They all seem pretty sweet. I don't know if they're gonna like make it into Legacy, I guess, but yeah, it's like the ideal. Obviously, the ideal draw with Scales is you just have it on 1, and then you start casting other stuff up the curve. It's fine. I don't think they're copying Skyclave anyways. Pretty sure they're copying this. Okay. Sad song. At 9. All right, attack for 6. Need to draw a payoff there, but I mean, obviously Raiju would have been great, but just like any threat, any like 3-mana card, Fable, Bonecrusher, Raiju, Halana, those all would have been great. Even like Scooze would have been fine-ish. All right, trade's fine. They go to 6. And your turn. Raiju would have been lethal. Would it have been? They had 2 blockers, though. Right? Couldn't they have just chump block both? So they're going to go Omen plus Yorion. Probably Blink Deputy to kill the 3/3, give me back the Beastcaller. I was actually considering holding the Elvish Mystic for that reason. Because, like, if they blink the Deputy and kill the token... So they have Verdict? I guess I just don't block. Right? What do you think about the new Saheeli? I'm pretty high on her for creativity in Atlanta. The issue with creativity in Atlanta is there's going to be a lot of people playing. There's going to be a lot of people playing Stonebrain and Karn, and I'm not sure that you can like. It's kind of a tough sell to try to play creativity versus the Stonebrain. Okay, so not lethal. Would have been lethal if I kept that Llanowar Elves. Remember that I said that. I actually thought about keeping the elf, so probably should have kept the elf. Smooge. I think his deck needs more haymakers. Not a big fan of the 2-drop so far. Yeah, I felt like you needed stuff up the curve. But I guess maybe, honestly, as weird as it sounds, maybe Bonecrusher is just the odd man out. Maybe that's the card we cut. Yeah, bro being legal in Atlanta's kind of sick. Kind of sick. Stonebrain in Pioneer. Like, that's the thing about Stonebrain. The Stonebrain is just every single green deck is going to play it. And the thing about, like, Mono Green versus creativity before is Mono Green didn't really have a good artifact to search off of Karn to get against creativity. They didn't really have any, like, they have Damping Sphere against Lotus Field. They have a lot of, like, other hate permanents against other combo decks. But creativity was the one deck that Karn didn't have, like, a solid target for. And just the fact that you now have, like, a very, very good target for it is pretty powerful. Well, if they found Binding, this is pretty bad for me, but they didn't bottom. Do I have enough mana to activate the Ranger class first? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess I could Ranger class first, right? It's, like, kind of free. Okay, I'll brick anyways. I'll keep a treasure in play. Our apocalypse doomsday. Alright, did you find the Binding? Nope. Did not find the Binding. The set is literally codenamed Bro. Here's all these good sideboard cards for Mono Green. That's just what the set is. What if you bought a Secret Lair Meteor Golem? I also own a Secret Lair Meteor Golem, and I'm very upset, but it just is what it is, You want to see my... Actually, I don't know where I put it. Alright, I was going to show you my Secret Lair Meteor Golem, but I can't find it, so... I do own one of those. Whoa! Hero of Precinct 1. Don't you know this is a Bonecrusher Giant format opponent? Don't you know this is a Bonecrusher Giant format? Get that shit out of here. Just get it out of here. You can't play that card. Midnight Reaper. Well, if you say so. Ashiok, thank you so much for the 14 months, buddy. Alright, we have 5 mana. I guess I could just go Raiju Elf, put the counter on itself. Yeah, let's just do that. I think getting the Raiju going here is pretty good. I don't get any damage because it doesn't count itself, but opponent stuck in War Standard, yeah. Valakut, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate all the subs today, guys. Thank you so much for all of the support, as always. Do I not have VODs enabled? I think I have VODs after the stream, so I think you'll be able to watch it after the stream. I don't know. I know I do have VODs enabled. I just think that it doesn't. I think you can't view it until after the stream. So I have 6 mana now, so we can go Raiju to a meltdown. Question is, do I attack with both? Am I okay with trading one of these away? I think so. Keep hearing Raichu. It is. It's Thundering Raiju. I think I'm okay if they trade. I'll split up the counters. So do these trigger each other? They do, right? They should. Give your creature +2/+2. Okay. Okay. This is what you get in the 1-2 bracket. Today is not Thursday, Jig. Today is not Thursday. What's my opponent playing? I don't know, man. I don't know. They're just doing their own thing. They're just doing their own thing. Yes, it is. Oh, it's Thursday in Australia. That's why. You're on the other side. You're on the side of the world. Yeah, not the giant growth. I can't beat the giant growth. Ooh, replacement Raiju. Replacement Raichu. Alright, well, I guess we just keep doing this then. Activate this. Attack with everything. Can go... Okay, let's think about how to stack this. So I get 3 counters. I just make 3 4/4s? I think I just make 3 4/4s, right? So how do I stack this to get the most amount of damage? So I want this to resolve first on this. Then I want to resolve this one on this, deal 2, right? Yeah. So I want this one to be the last one, because that's going to put a counter on itself. So, this one here, this one here, this here. I think that worked. Wait, did I miss a point? Shit, I think I missed a point. I think I missed a point. Is the 2-mana Birthing Pod for my core illegal? Pyre of Heroes, I think that's the card you're thinking of. Yeah, that card's legal. Did I just die? I hope I didn't die. Oh, Fiend Artisan. Yeah, Fiend Artisan. Fiend Artisan's legal. The 3rd Cruel Celebrant. Okay, I don't know what's going on here, chat. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on here. They're probably just into Raiju triggers, right? Like, I can just go to combat with all the elves. This has to be lethal. Surely this is lethal, right? Okay, let's not mess up the triggers. I guess this one doesn't matter that much, because I'm putting a counters on all of the elves. So, 1 here. So this is what? This should be 9 damage, I think? Yeah, 9 damage. And then they have 3 blockers. They should be dead. Could have played Ooze and gotten extra damage. How could I have played Ooze and gotten extra damage? Oh, Ooze activate? Sure. Yeah, I guess you're right. But it was lethal anyways, so. It has to be a rally deck? Probably, yeah. Well, Thundering Raiju is pretty good, but you draw 3 of them. Do we think it's a rally deck? Do I want to bring in Hearse? Is this the boat deck or something new? Something new. I just had the idea of I wanted to try out Hardened Scales, Quirion Beastcaller, and Thundering Raiju. That's like the core concept of this deck. Drinking game? Why would it be a drinking game? Every time we see Raichu? I think the card that you're thinking of is, hold on. Hold on. I got it for you, Chad. I got it for you. 1 second. We're doing it live. We're doing it live. Here it is. So if we go here, then we go here. That, right? Thundering Raiju. Will I build a landfall deck with Awaken the Woods? I don't know what Awaken the Woods is. Perhaps? Alright, that's all I got. That's my Raiju. They may have something to say about this. Well, it's a proxy. It's a proxy that I'm not going to charge $1,000 for. Oh, make extra at Arbors? No, that card's bad. That card's bad. Alright, I don't know what I want to do against their deck. It's like, stuff. Stuff and things. I'm just gonna run it back. For Thundering Raiju? Oh, yeah. I don't know if that card is necessarily Pioneer or Power level. I think we're not quite there with that card in Pioneer. I'm gonna draw. I'll try it. It's a little slow, but more lands, more one-drop evolve creatures better than elves. More lands, one-drop evolve creatures. I'm already playing 22 lands. Like, I'm on 22 and the curve stops at 4, so even if I cut elves, I don't necessarily have to play more lands, you know? But I could see that. I could see just, like, maxing, like, cutting the elves, maxing on the evolve creatures, and, like, that also gives us more stuff to do with scales. I could definitely see that. Yeah, I'm not trading. It's not a terrible idea. We could try that the next league. Alright, I'm gonna go Scales plus Ooze. Attack for 4. Isn't there a land that puts a counter on a creature? Is there? White Plains land from Eldraine. Oh yeah, we're not playing mono white though. We can't play that card. Yeah, but we're not playing white lands. The green Graphland? I'm not familiar with that card. It's kind of dicey if they have the +2/+2. I can go Raiju, attack, put a counter on the Ooze. And they just don't have it. They simply just don't have it. Yeah, neck deep is awesome. Oh, I gotta clear my throat. Alright, we're good. Shove. They don't have it. Hump here. They take 2, go to 14. I mean, if they have the +2/+2, they get to eat the Raiju. But then they take 10, probably. This is non-token, right? Yeah, it's non-token. Jump there, take 7. Okay. Am I dead if they have +2/+2? 6, 9, 11. I'd go to 2. Oh, shit. Oh, well. I've been defeated. Oh, man. I have officially been defeated. Yeah, Llanowar Reborn is not Pioneer legal, unfortunately. Yeah, the green land that you're thinking of is Llanowar Reborn. That card is not legal. The Gingerbread Cabin makes a food, right? Cabin makes a food. Grange puts a counter. Mystic Sanctuary puts an instant or sorcery on top. Cottage puts a creature on top. What's the last one? Oh, Dwarven Mine. Yeah, Dwarven Mine. Rishadan Port is also not Pioneer legal. That is correct. Thank the Lord. Imagine not playing around obviously the line. I can't, Jig. I can't with you, Jig. Yeah, Oran Reef the Vastwood. That one, enters the battlefield tapped, and you can tap to put a counter on each green creature that entered the battlefield this turn. There is one for colorless creatures, right? I think Port would be bad. I mean, wouldn't the white decks just, instantly play 4 copies? No, I'm good. I'm good with that hand. I'm all set. Ah, yes. Rockfall Vale, Llanowar Elves. Tale as old as time itself. I almost want to keep this, but I think I'll go to 5. Alright. Acceptable. Put back Bonecrusher and maybe Raiju because I can't cast it. Could also put back Scales. I don't have anything to do with Scales in this hand, so... I was talking about Pioneer. I think it would be cracked in Pioneer. Okay, that's something to play. Is Copperline Gorge Pioneer legal? It should be soon, right? Hopefully, Copium. Yeah, Copium, that card will be legal soon. Alright, kill your homie, eat your homie, attack for a bunch. Quattro. Send it. The Animal Sanctuary. Love to see it. I mean, I could see, like, the argument for that card not being great against Mono Green Devotion. Like, it's obviously not great against Mono Green, but it's still probably too powerful to not see play. When are we going back to Mirrored and New Phyrexia? Fastlane should be reprinted there. I don't know if we are. Have they confirmed that? I don't think they have. So I can Raiju and send. Put a counter on... Honestly, I could just put a counter on the Llanowar Elves and shove everything, right? Well, they can double block the Llanowar Elves. Maybe that's bad. Although, if they double block Llanowar Elves... Is that bad for me? No, I don't think it is. I think it's honestly fine if they double block Llanowar Elves. They just take so much damage if they do. Traded a red and 6 for a Blackcleave Cliffs, and if traded a red and 6 for a Blackcleave Cliffs and an Inquisition of Kozilek during Gax Summer. Sounds like you fucked up. Sounds like you got a bad deal. Yeah, Blackcleave Cliffs tanked. New Phyrexia all be one. The story of it is to strike Team Planeswalkers being their invasion of New Phyrexia to destroy Realmbreaker. Okay, I'm with you. It killed my Thundering Raiju. No, not my Raichu. Chat, not my Raichu. Are you just dead on board, homie? Homie, you're just dead on board. That's me. What do you think about Pioneer Creativity? I 5-0'd with it the other day. I think it's a good deck. I haven't... My issue with the Creativity deck is post-Bro, with all of the green decks playing, Needle. I will name Stone Rain. Kind of weird champ. Jester's Cap? Yeah. Sure. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, one's legal in Pioneer, one's not, so... Like, you're not allowed to Pithing Needle a card that isn't legal in the format. I don't think you are. Like, I can't, Phyrexian Revoker name Black Lotus in Pioneer. Are you allowed? Oh, really? I thought they changed that a while ago. I could have sworn they changed that a long time ago. Maybe not. They changed it so now that you can. Oh, really? Okay. I didn't know that. I did not know that. That's kind of weird. Why would they allow you to name a card that's not legal in the format? Like, they're just asking for Ruling Nightmares at that point, you know? Seems very, very, very stupid. Possible I should have blocked there, but... I guess that's true. There is Garth in this format. Or not this format. Garth is in Modern, but... Yeah, I guess you're allowed to name Black Lotus in Modern because of Garth. You could strategically name Garth. I mean, I guess I just Raiju. Make a 4/4 post-combat play elf. Seems good. So play Raiju, attack, counter here, and then we can play an elf post-combat, which I might chump block with. We'll see. I may or may not chump block with this elf. With this deck like Gruul Spellbreaker? Do you think that's better or worse than Bonecrusher? I've like not been the most impressed with Bonecrusher in this deck. Like it's just obviously it's just a good card, but like if I'm trying to go all in on Scales, it doesn't play the best with Scales, and it's like I'm trying to go Elf into like Fable or other stuff. So I don't know. I could see cutting Bonecrusher. What's up, Pithikinus? Used to be able to get protection from Ashiok's Nightmare tokens. Well, you can't name tokens anymore, right? Like, I can't Rune Halo and name Rhino token against Crashing Footfalls. Oh god, do they have Fatal Push? Fuck, they have Fatal Push. Well, we're probably dead. Probably did. There's a card named Nightmare. Well, there's always been a card named Nightmare. The original Nightmare. Invigorating Hot Springs. It's actually not a terrible draw. So I can go Hot Springs, put a counter on Reflection, which is 2 counters. Reflection. I'm trying to think if I want to copy something. I could copy the Shaman token, make 2 treasures, but I'm at fucking 6, dude. I'm so low. Hot Springs, counter here, activate copy, activate class. That would be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 to activate this. Oh, I can't activate class. No, I can play my land. But then I don't have enough mana to play this post-combat, so that's not good. Swing with Shaman, token, play Bonecrusher to copy and block with. That's their Bonecrusher, not mine. I don't have a Bonecrusher. I wish I did. Not playing Rhythm of the Wildness deck? No, we decided to go with the Hot Springs instead. Play it anyways, yeah, just... Can I cast your card, please? Please cast your card. Okay, I think my line then is going to be activate Ranger class, attack for 6, then I can go post-combat Springs, which is like a Lava Coil. Somebody kill a Kalitas. Alright, they are chump blocking. Makes sense. Because what I could do is I could go give Reflection haste, and then in my end step, copy something to have a blocker on their turn. But I don't know if that's better than just playing another Fable. So I think I'm just going to do that. I think I like that better. And then I can block with these 2 potentially. Like, I really can't afford to block with this. Stealth Harvester. I know, but it's like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I just don't have any good lines. Same line then, but chump with your Fable token. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I was supposed to go, like, Springs, put a counter on this so they couldn't sack the Harvester to kill it. Because it would have made it a 4/4. Maybe that was the line. And just pray to God they don't... Like, I can't beat the Fatal Push anyways, but... Yeah, maybe that was better. Because then I could have gone... I could have also copied the... well, I guess it didn't matter the Intruder anyways, but whatever. Did not matter. I don't really have any sideboard cards for this matchup. Like, this card kills Kalitas, but I don't really want to bring it in. I guess I have Snakeskin Veil. Oh, no, I have these 4, yeah, these 4. These 4 are good. Maybe I want Domri's Ambush, just to at least give myself a shot at killing Kalitas. Because I just cannot defeat that card. Just have no chance of beating it. Kind of like cut the Springs, cut the Scoozes, and maybe 1 Ranger class. Let's try that. Gruul Charm is dope against the Spirits decks. It's also, like, just, you know, a falter against mono green. Like, I think you could realistically bring this in against mono green and it would be fine. Wouldn't cut Ranger's class. It's just, like, doesn't line up that well against Bonecrusher Giant. Maybe I can get the second Rishkar instead. I guess that's also fine. Maybe Canister was right, though. Maybe this deck just doesn't have enough stuff to do with Hardened Scales, and I probably should just cut the Bonecrushers. We could try the idea that, I think Snook had this idea of cutting the Elves and just playing Pelt Collector and Experiment 1, and just doing that, which we could try that. The Elves aren't great, but they do, like, help ramp you into Raichu. I'm gonna keep this. Call myself Gruul Charm on Twitter. Nice. Restless. Ochre Jelly. People, every time I cast the card Hardened Scales, everybody loves the Ochre Jelly. I don't understand why. I don't think that card's good. I think I play 2 Elves here. Makes my Beastcaller worse, though. I'm gonna go Scales Elves. It's greedier, but... like the idea of more creatures that counter themselves. Yeah, and just cutting the Elves. Maybe cutting the Elves, lowering the curve. We could, like, cut the Elves for the other 1-drops, cut Bonecrushers for something else, and maybe trim a Raichu. Zur, the red-green 2-drop. Which one's that? It's just not happening, chat. It's just not happening. Yeah, I don't think Jelly's that good. I have tried it before in Hardened Scales decks. It just, like, every time I've tried it, it just hasn't been that good. Is Coco playable at that point? No, because you still want to play Scales and Fable. Like, I'm not going to cut these cards, because these cards are just too good. So, I mean, at that point, it's like, you don't want to play Scales and Coco and Fable. There's just too many non-hits, because you also want to play more lands, and, like, Raiju isn't a Coco hit, so... well, this can't target itself, right? It's so annoying. I'm still casting it, but... I hate that it can't target itself. I can't complain with the 5/5 Llanowar Elves, I guess, but... Is that card really an Elf Crab Warrior? Which one? Oh, Growth Chamber Guardian, yes. That card's okay. It's like maybe you just sideboard those against Rakdos. Cut the Fable for Coco. Yeah, but then you can't play Raiju. Raiju's awesome. I love Raiju. I guess Raiju gets worse with no elves because you're not accelerating into it. But, like, even if you miss land 4, you still have Fable tokens, so it's, like, maybe doable. I don't know. Tilt. Let's look at a 5/5 Llanowar Elves. Can't complain. Yeah, the Green Squadron Hawk. A classic. I played that card in Standard. It was good in Standard. What do we got? I guess I'll attack you for 5. Go to 13. I think I'm going to play Land Elf and just plan on discarding the Beastcaller. Oh. Can you not? Can you not do that, please? Can you not? Have you considered 1-1 do nothing is a good in Pioneer? What do you mean? Or Iron Apprentice? When I was playing like the more artifact focused version, when I had Patchwork Automaton, I did actually play that card. And I had like Patchwork Automaton with that and the Soul Ripper, which was the vehicle that you can... It's like a 4/3 that crews for 2, I believe, and then you can, beginning of combat, you can sacrifice I think it's an artifact or creature to put a counter on it and give it menace. So you would just like sack the Apprentice, put a counter on it, Apprentice put a counter on it, it would have menace, you know, just stuff like that. Can you not? Bro, their deck is all removal spells, chat. What is this? Is bullshit. I can't. I literally can't. Yeah, just like red, black, no fun. Just red, black, no fun. Anti-fun zone. Distinction with the 10 gifted subs. Thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs. Chat, you know what to do. If you got gifted a sub from Distinction, be sure to thank them in chat. And if you didn't, please type Joel. Thank you very much for the 10 gifted subs. That is very generous of you. Much appreciated, Distinction. Much love, buddy. Hope you're having a good day today. Thank you. Thank you. Very generous of you. Dodged yourself. You can't dodge yourself. It's a Joel party up in here. Oh yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this. Every time we hit... Well, I think it says that. But every time we hit the subscriber goal, 12-hour stream. So if we hit, like... If we hit the sub goal... If we hit the sub goal, and then I don't have time to do the 12-hour stream before the next sub goal, then it'll be a 24-hour stream, so... But yeah, every 100 subs we'll do a 12-hour stream. And we got Tonber, thank you for the 3 months of Prime. Much appreciated. Thank you guys for all the love and support today. Thank you. We had some big raids today, lots of subs. I don't know, I guess I'll trade. I probably can't win. 24 hours, I think you might die. Nah, I could do it, Copium. Proceed. If I donate 400 subs, you do a 48-hour stream. Well, I'll have to separate it into 2 24-hour streams, most likely, but... I would literally die if I did a 48-hour stream. What if we get it to 36? Then we'll do a 24 and a 12. Max, it's caps at 24, chat. Come on. I don't want to die. Tank, stop me. Okay. Could have just cast that before blocks, but, you know. Alright. 2-3. Let's make some changes. We'll run it back. Doom Sleep Stream.